Joining us today is head coach Laura Kuhn. Along on the left is Reagan Cooper, who finished with a match high 18 points, 15 kills. Phoebe Aulea with 9 kills on a 467 hitting.
Nice feed.
So we can just start out with a statement on the match, and then we will open it up to questions.
We're just trying to give Omaha and our Novas fans just the most volleyball they can get this last weekend that we're here. But I'm proud of this team. Obviously, we got some new faces in there, but we've seen them all year, and it's the way we train. But Phoebe and Toy came in and absolutely were sparks. Obviously, Allison Witten was awesome. Vocally, just the leader that she is, just to her core. And then Coop and just the fact that we can switch and change pieces the way we do and they just play flawless with each other is a testament to how they train and how they teammate every day and in the gym. So I'm proud of the way that we fought. I mean, we needed that. We needed to be challenged. Columbus is a good team, and we knew that coming in. They've won their last 3 or 4. So that was awesome for us. And it was good to close out a set 5 like that at home and just have that in our pocket.
Reagan, after that first set slipped away from you, what did you want to change about going into the next couple of sets that help win those?
Well, they were setting up a really good block on everybody. So just talking to Nazi and also to the defense about what's open for me, just because I know that the coaching staff on Columbus knows all my tendencies. So just realizing that they are reading my sharp cross. And so if I'm going to go for that, just swing a little higher, like small things I could tweak, like connecting the ball at a higher point, waiting when it's out of system set, just small things like that. And then also adjusting defense. I think our defense was better after that first set and second set.
How much when you late in the second, third sets, Matt set it on the line, how much do you want the ball? How much do you call and do you want to take those shots when the set is on the line?
Oh yeah, so much. I think it was in the end of the 5th set. Mac set me 3 times in a row. And I was like, set me again, set me again, set me again. I was also saying cover me as I was up swinging because I was like, I'm going to swing as hard as I can. So it was also just a lot of adrenaline. So that helped me.
I heard her yelling for the ball, like in transition, and rarely. I mean, we have to get on them about that, but she was like, set me again, set me again. Like she wanted the ball today. That was awesome.
Bert, there was a long delay in the start of the second set. What was that? What was the comment? Because I think they called the touch call, or it was a long review that they initially gave Clemson a point, but then switched to Omaha. Do you remember what that was about?
They challenged midpoint, but Kayla sent that ball out of bounds. But they challenged already, so they had to follow through that challenge, and they were challenging that we were in the net, and we weren't in the net. So then we got that point, which was crazy. He tried to be like, no, we don't want to challenge, but they had to follow through with it.
Yeah.
When do you decide what kind of makes you want to change the lineup? You change the middles and you change with Allison. What do you rely on to make those calls?
Training this week. As a staff, we talk a lot about, just a lot of moving pieces when we're in situations and in matches based on the training from the most recent days. And we had a good week, and we had the team all split, to be honest, and we were just competing. We just needed what you guys saw tonight. We needed that back in our gym. And so we hadn't even been really playing with a set lineup. And then we just went back to the core and knew we were going to make changes fast if we needed to, because we need sparks. And those people that we went to first were the sparks. Witt played awesome all week. Both middles have been just exactly what you guys saw. They've been that. And so those were the first ones that we wanted to make those changes with, to be sparks tonight.
Phoebe, how do you kind of approach that too when you're called upon in the middle of the match to go and provide that spark?
Yeah, I'm just excited to get in there. I mean, it's just, this season's been a lot of learning and just like, again, just trying to make everybody around me great and just working and just keep going. And so whenever I get the chance to go in, I'm just excited to play with them. They're like they're so fun to play with. So I'm just over there like playing volleyball with the girls, and it's just like, it happens to be like thousands of people are watching. So, so it's pretty fun.
Is it more fun being on the court or being on the bench doing all those dances?
Honestly, it's a tough question because our bench is the best bench you could out here. So, but yeah, it's fun to play. I mean, we're here to play. So, but the bench is also really fun.
What do you see kind of at the end of the second set that led that big chart? I think you had a kill and a block during that too. what allowed Omaha to come back to take
I think it's just the energy. Like we thrive off of like each other's energy, and so like if I hear Kelsey Payne like screaming at me, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna rip at this. Or Natsy's like, hit it. Like I'm just like I'm gonna go for it. They have full faith in me. I have full faith in them, and so it's just trusting each other and then just that energy. And I think it just came from each other, and we just build off of each other, and you just keep it going.
that? I know you and Toy aren't on the court at the same
Mhm.
time, but you kind of pump each other up and like.
Oh, for sure. Like, yeah, like that's my girl, and so we were running by each other. It's a good time. I'm like we always, and then again, we have other middles on the bench that are communicating. Like we're communicating through what they're seeing, and everybody's just helping each other. It was just a really good tight knit middle like group.
They were each other's hype squad from the warm up video I learned after.
Yeah.
They'd never been in it, and then they became the live hype during the match tonight.
Yeah.
So that was perfect timing for that video.
Oh, isn't that crazy? You didn't know that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that
Okay.
because I don't watch the video like you.
That's fair.
it was a good video.
I respect that. I respect
Rig, how much did you feed up the crowd in that fifth set? Once you got a few points going, how much did that kind of help finish things off?
I think I was only feeding off the crowd, to be honest, because it's late and we went 5 sets and like I was just exhausted. And that's why, like, as I said, I was just swinging as hard as I could at everything because at that point, both teams are tired and it's whoever can be more aggressive and who can stick it out. And so the crowd's energy, because it's also just like they decided to stay. They didn't have to stay this late. And so just knowing that they're here, it's like playing for them. And even, no matter how tired I am, like they stayed for us. So just I got a lot of energy from them.
Or you mentioned it's a long night, but I mean, there was a volleyball game before this, Creighton and Omaha. I mean, how cool is that to have that kind of part of the atmosphere and part of the volleyball scene here in Omaha?
It was awesome. I think when this match got scheduled to be late, we instantly contacted them to do something like this. It's awesome for our sport. I can't wait to see the picture of all the teams out there together. But what great energy for our sport of volleyball, but here in Omaha. I mean, it's such a cool, and it's our last home weekend. I know it was a lot for the fans to stay this late, this long, but it's a testament to them, and that's why this place is so special.
We're looking at a third set. Talk about the resilience serve from Lindsay Krause. In the first set, hasn't served go in the net, rather frustrated after the third set on her rally. You get the win there in the third with her rally going on there in the serve. You know, what was kind of the decision to put her back in there in the third, and then it's on the fourth.
You got to keep putting them in the situations. We see her serve. They do this stuff every day. And so the core belief in everybody, and that when you're called upon, you're going to do your job and you're going to execute. So just keeping them in the situations.
You haven't dressed two liberos in most matches this year. What made you want to go? Was it go with Allison, just put her in the libero shirt tonight even?
We've gone back and forth, but regularly we've had two. Recently we've gone one, I think last week in both matches, just to use something different. But we went back to two because of how well Whit was playing this week specifically. And we knew we'd probably get her in there and go to her, and she was solid, just like she had trained all week. So we'll keep riding with it. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.